morning. So thank you all for joining us here at Central Park on this beautiful day. It turned out really nice, so I'm glad you guys could join us. My name is Carly Nunnemaker. I am an intern with Olmsted Parks Conservancy. I work outside with our team for Healthy Parks. So I grew up in a barn running around the legs of horses, and I learned pretty quickly that outside is full of dirt and bugs and really itchy tall grass. But I also learned that hickory and walnut trees wrap the air with the smell of mint. I learned that there are sunflowers that can grow taller than I ever will. And I learned that those pesky holes in your backyard might be the home of a bunny smaller than the palm of your hand. So I work outside. I work outside to keep the air smelling of tree leaves, to give the animals a home, and to cover the ground with a sea of flowers. I work outside to counter deforestation and climate change. I work outside to make sure that there will always be dirt and bugs and tall, itchy grass. And I invite you to come outside with me, whether you want to get exercise, volunteer with a local park, or just go catch some Pokemon. I will continue to do my work outside so that you can go do yours. And I am thrilled to be here today to share in the unveiling of some very exciting news. And so now I would like to introduce to you Craig Dorsett with the Department of Interior.
Thank you, Carly. Good morning, everyone.
Good morning.
It's a real honor to be here today on behalf of First Lady of the United States, Michelle Obama, and the Secretary of the U.S. Department of the Interior, Sally Jewell. The First Lady and Secretary Jewell both care deeply about the health of our kids and the health of our planet. So they've joined forces to launch Let's Move Outside, an initiative designed to create millions of opportunities for young people to play, to learn, to serve, and to work outside. This initiative has led to the creation of new programs like the President's Every Kid in a Park program, which grants all fourth graders and their families free access to federally managed public lands and waters. And it's spurred investments in existing programs like the 21st Century Conservation Service Corps, a program that gives young people and returning veterans work opportunities on our public lands and is modeled off after the Civilian Conservation Corps from the New Deal. So at the Department of the Interior, our bureaus and agencies are all in on this effort, from the National Park Service, so we have some folks from the National Park Service here today, to the Fish and Wildlife Service, and even folks like the Bureau of Indian Affairs and the U.S. Geological Survey. But we can't do it alone. If we're going to reach these ambitious goals, we need strong partnerships. And that's why we're thrilled to be working with the YMCA of the USA in this effort. The Y serves hundreds of thousands of kids each and every day and are leaders in the thousands of communities in which they operate across the country. We're also grateful to have received generous support from American Express. American Express is a leader in supporting volunteerism and historic preservation projects, and they've stepped up in a big way with a $5 million contribution to this effort nationwide. So let's give it up for American Express. So what we have is a national movement that's being brought to life through local activation. The Let's Move Outside initiative is selecting 50 priority cities across the country to focus our efforts and our resources with a goal of growing participation in outdoor programs. So it's with great excitement that I'm here today to announce that Secretary Jewell has selected Louisville as a priority city. So let's move outside Louisville. So we often get asked what the criteria were that went into the selection of the city, and there are several. But I'm only going to talk about one today because it's one of the most important, and that is strong local leadership. And here in Louisville, you have a mayor who is a real champion for young people, an advocate for parks and the outdoors, and someone who's committed to making this city a great place to play, to learn, to serve, and to work. So let me introduce your mayor, Greg Fischer.
All right, well, good morning, everybody. And what about having this press conference under this beautiful tree? This is awesome. Let's hear it for the tree. 2 years ago, she led the challenge to all U.S. mayors to eliminate veterans' homelessness across our country. And we were one of the first cities to take that challenge up, and we were one of the first cities to eliminate veterans homelessness in our city as well. So thank you to Michelle Obama. She's been a great leader for our country. And the work that we're here to celebrate today, and the work coming out of the White House quite a bit, really aligns well with who we are as a city. As many of y'all know, we've adopted 3 leading values that guide our city every day, and it's lifelong learning, it's health, physical, mental, and environmental health, and then compassion. How can we be an even more compassionate city so that the potential of all of our citizens is being realized? And this Let's Move Outside initiative combines all of those, because the project is going to help ensure that everybody in our community, no matter what neighborhood they're from, no matter what their zip code is, has access to safe places where they can get outside, learn to fish, to hike, to paddle, canoe, develop a lifelong connection with nature. How's that sound? Pretty good? And we're fortunate here that in our city we got plenty of places that are close to home where you can get outside and enjoy the wonderful outdoors of nature. So look at this. I mean, again, just kind of being under a tree like this is a beautiful way to start the day. Central Park here in Old Louisville, one of our great parks. When you think about all the Olmsted parks that we have, from Cherokee in the Highlands to Iroquois Park in South Louisville, the recently completed parklands of Floyd's Fork, Shawnee Park, visit the Dirt Bowl this weekend, Chickasaw Park. It goes on and on for us in Seneca. Fairdale, as I said, with the Jefferson Memorial Forest, the largest urban forest in the country we're blessed with as well. And then Metro Parks is running summer camps and other education programs throughout our whole system, but in Jefferson Memorial Forest and elsewhere, and all this really aligns well with the Let's Move Outside program. So we're into it, so we appreciate the additional resources on top of this. And we could not do this without great partners like our young citizens that are standing up in front of us right here today. The Olmsted Parks Conservancy, and I see some of the board members here for them. Thank you guys very much. The Metro Parks Foundation and their board members as well, and our team at Metro Parks and Recreation. And I see our leader, Sebi Ghosh, right over here as well. Sebi, thank you for the work of you and your team. Marty Storch, thank you guys for all of your all's wonderful leadership. So we've got plenty of room when you think about our city. We got a big city, 400 square miles. But there are plenty of parks to get us outside and get moving outdoors. And I can't wait to see the kind of creativity of our young folks here, to see how they are going to continue to interact with the wonderful natural world that we have. Because we know that getting outside is good no matter what. It's a great way to start the day and finish the day. Now, we're also excited to partner with Cities Connecting Children to Nature and the National League of Cities to increase access to natural learning opportunities for children in our city. So multiple ways to enter into this. And these are a lot of exciting opportunities. And between these opportunities, and as we've heard with Pokemon Go, which is really interesting to see how creative it is now to kind of blend the digital world with getting outside, and our kids are outside thinking they're interacting with their digital world, but in fact they're getting outside and rediscovering the natural world. So I think we'll see a lot more creativity coming from that as well, and we'll be seeing our kids leading in that particular effort. So we look forward to more and more ways that the digital and natural worlds come together. I really want to thank Sally Jewell and the Department of the Interior for selecting Louisville, as well as the American Express Foundation, who stepped up to pay for this as well. And we could not ask for a better partner here locally in this effort than YMCA of Greater Louisville. You see them doing all types of things, in classroom, outdoors, in a pool, on the river, but they're all about helping kids stay healthy and helping them learn every day of the year. And they've been tremendous partners of ours with health and lifelong learning and compassion in Louisville for 163 years. That's a pretty good run. So my thanks to Jim Allen and everybody at the Y. Jim is here to represent the Y today and say a few words on their behalf. So please welcome one of Louisville's great citizens, Jim Allen.
Mayor, thank you very much for that kind introduction. It's really a pleasure and an honor for me to be here today. I am representing the YMCA. Unfortunately, our CEO, Steve Tarver, and our current board chair, Brad Smith, are at the YUSA annual event in Kansas City. Otherwise, they would be here today. And I know they are very honored and feel privileged to be part of this great initiative. I'm the immediate past board chair, so you're getting a bit of a retread in me, but again, it's an honor to be here. As the mayor referenced, the YMCA has served this community for 163 years and has a great history and legacy of caring, inclusion, engagement, collaboration, and of course supporting health, which is why the Let's Move Outside initiative and the partnership with the Department of Interior and the City of Louisville makes so much sense, is a wonderful honor, and is recognition of the Y's commitment to this community for 16 plus decades. When you look at the initiative's goals, outdoor recreation, provide educational opportunities, engage volunteers, and training opportunities for young people and veterans, play, learn, serve, and work, they are absolutely in the wheelhouse of the YMCA. We look forward to a productive and rewarding partnership. Again, thank you for the opportunity for me to be here representing the YMCA.
We'd like to thank you all for coming out today. We're extremely excited about this new initiative, and Olmsted's Team for Healthy Parks would like to invite all of you to join us for a very fun service project just over by the Olmsted Park. We'll pass you all out gloves and anything you need. Thanks, guys.